Hey everyone, this is Adam, your friendly neighborhood game master. Real quick, I wanted to point out that coming up on the 4th of July, along with the country that me and the other guys on the podcast live in, 250th birthday is also the birthday for our podcast, which is going to be a meager 4 years old at this point. So I want to say thank you to all the guys on the show. You guys have been amazing. And Chris, Jeremy, and Kyle, and Brian, you guys have been great. And I've really enjoyed working with you guys over the last, 4 years. Wow. And I want to say thank you to everyone that's listened to the content that we've created so far. I want to say thank you to our patrons. You've been amazing. To the people on our Discord, you are great. And a great source of entertainment for all of us to be able to communicate with everyone out there. On the topic of our patrons, I wanted to let everyone know that Rogues of Return is coming back at the end of this month. We're going to be recording our next live session on July 29th. In between this episode and that recording session, I'll be releasing the last episode from the previous recording session we did. I know there's been a pretty big gap, but, some in real life stuff came up and kind of messed up our scheduling. So we had to improvise and wanted to make sure that weren't missing weeks on our main feed of this show, the second arc, and that was able to keep up to date. But along those lines, I also wanted to point out that in light of the upcoming holidays here in our country, we're actually going to be taking the week off after the 4th of July, so we're not going to have an episode releasing on the 6th. So to our international listeners, sorry, but we all have really big plans over the 4th of July. Kind of throws off the editing schedule. Mostly it's my fault because I'm the one that does all the editing. But there will be a new episode the following week on the 13th. So to all of my fellow U.S. citizens, happy 4th of July. To all of our international listeners, we love you guys. And the next episode will be on the 13th. And please enjoy episode 41 of the second arc. The first cult is the deepest.
I would like to posit a table story, Adam.
What?
So we've talked about like the in-game story and then the table story.
Yes.
I would like to posit table story to discuss potential plans for what the fuck is about to happen next.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, let's just get rolling then. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, where we ended last time, the realizations of what was going on with the arc, the second arc that you guys are at now, the whole thing with the chairman, he has his own goal, the
eating people
tier society, caste system, if you will, and the potential thoughts on where the meat's coming from. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's where we're starting. So.
Okay, so my question is, Adam, this is from like a storytelling perspective.
Uh-huh.
I have an idea, but I don't know how cool you would be with it, considering that it's like a 3-way party split.
Okay.
So my thought process is that we do some fifth column shit, which I think would be some really, really cool like intrigue.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Not just Adam, but the party. Would you guys be down for like independent hoobity-doo?
Each of us going our own way kind of thing?
Yeah, I kind of have a plan. I thought about it over the last week. And I'm wondering if Adam would be willing to juggle splitting the party 3 ways, because that can be a heavy lift for a game master, but also whether or not you guys would be cool with it.
I mean, admittedly, we split the party quite often at the Ark anyway, so.
True. Because what I'm thinking is, like, we could drag this scenario site out for several sessions. Possibly.
Hey, if you got good ideas, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm just curious of, like, how do you guys want to deal with it? Do you want to go, like, open confrontation or, like, subtle subversion?
No, because, like, in all reality, I think some of us are going to want to leave and some of us are going to want to stay. And I'm fine with us splintering for that amount of time. Because that's what legitimately our characters would want to do.
Right.
I want to get the fuck out of there. You want to stay. And I think Chris is too dumb to know he wants to leave.
And there's also Frank. I mean, honestly, Toad, this is still a conversation that could be done within in character.
Yeah, so. I just wanted to, like, see if this was something that the players wanted to do before we talk about it as character.
I think I think when we go character-wise, Gasper.
No. This is a Chris conversation.
Yeah, but I'm saying Gasper doesn't even believe they're eating people yet.
Wow.
I mean, you guys don't have the evidence that that's exactly what it is. That's fair. Just kind of where we ended as a presumption.
Like he in his mind, that's like a step too far.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, well, and he's not bright, but he's just gonna be like, no, they can't be eating people.
Chris really believes that people don't eat other people, huh? That's sorry. That's crossing the streams.
That goes back to Rose, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's crossing the streams a little bit. Sorry, people don't actually do that.
I think as far as splitting the party, Gasper would go with Yurik.
Okay,
at least to leave here.
Okay.
Could we kind of hash this out in character?
Yes, I'm prepared.
Okay. Because I could do whatever.
No, I figured you'd use that as, like, table talk prior to in-character talk. Anyway.
No, that's fine. I'm okay with having that be the thing. Just kind of a quick, like, can we do this? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So there we are. And Toad had just said, like, hey, Yurik, do you have any more of that meat? And that was kind of the dramatic. And you were like, wait, what are we eating? And then that was kind of where we ended.
Yurik, Gasper, Toad, I'm thinking about this, and something about this place doesn't seem right. The men are givers, so the question is, what are they giving?
Yeah, exactly.
And they say they don't have a problem with meat. The leader's a zone ghoul. Do you remember the guy that they shot?
This whole zone ghoul thinks he's that jackass at the top of in the tower. It's a zone ghoul. And that's the key to them having kids, is apparently it's my tackle that doesn't work. But the females of us are fine. So then why am I a giver?
What if the chairman was a chairwoman? Says Toad.
So should I go out and, like, bang a zone ghoul? But, like, that would just create more zone ghoul. I don't think that helps.
I think the givers are giving themselves to allow the society to live. I think the meat that they have is the men.
You think they're eating
No way.
Well, that would mean we're eating people.
Frank, do zone ghouls eat people?
Yeah, they have. I mean, we're fairly certain that's what happened when they raided us. Was
yeah. All right. Okay, so...
But I mean, hungry people will do what hungry people do.
True.
I thought they were just, like, giving, like, by having to do all the work. Like, they're, like, givers.
So the dude that, like, tried to run away was like, hey, I don't want eaten. And they're like, hey, die. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. And the guy at the top that was, like, super scared, because I'm sure if he fucks around, they're going to eat him.
That's crazy. Do you really think they're eating people? You think that meat that we just ate is a person?
I don't have any basis for comparison between mammoth and person.
I really
Man-made.
hope it's not.
Well, did they say they hunted like mammoths?
Yeah, they did say that they've hunted that, but I mean, nobody ever has just a single source of food.
Okay.
Do you think they can hear us?
I don't know, so let's keep it down.
Frank walks over to the door and, like, peeks out in the hall, looks around, closes the door gently. I think we're clear.
I mean, I know this place is weird, but it's not that weird.
If they're eating people, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't think they're that crazy, right? Really?
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I would like to stick around to learn some more about what's going on here and have a good idea who these people are, their technologies, what they're capable of. And in that same regard, I still don't like the way they've got it split with the, like, that's fucked up to treat people like that. Like, either way, they shot that guy. We don't know why they shot him.
You didn't mind it when you were getting waited on.
Yeah, Little Miss Lavender bath.
I didn't know you guys had it different until after the fact. And the more I see what's going on, it doesn't sit right. That's fucked up. Now, what I'm thinking is, Yorick, if you and Toad, Toad can be your cover, or I don't know, let's call her a beard, so to speak.
Toad kind of tilts her head and looks at you.
Sorry. Sorry. And if you go around to the other men.
Wait, what?
And find out what's happening. Find out, because here's the thing. If they're givers.
No, wait, no, stop. There's a chance I could be killed and eaten. How about we just leave?
Because they know where we are.
I'm well aware, but I don't really want to stay here. My meat's been scrubbed and cooked. They've done everything to season already.
Okay, listen. If we don't take care of this soon, they're going to be a problem for the entire arc. That's what they want. They want A, the women, B, the men. Because the men they can eat, and the women, well, gross.
You think the whole reason that they want to incorporate us or combine us with them is so that they can make all the men work and then eat them and then just use the women for babies?
Yes. If they're willing to subjugate one group of people, what the fuck do you think one group of their own people, what do you think they're going to do to us? We're complete strangers to them. They don't give two shits about us. We are a resource to them. And if we become a threat, they're going to deal with that accordingly.
We can't threaten them with anything.
We know they're there. We know they're here. They know we're over there. At that point, we are competing for resources in the zone.
Okay, here's the thing.
I think we should. We need to find segments of the population that are not for this. And that's where you come in, Yorick.
That's easy for you to say. Your head's not on a stake. Like, one wrong move and I'm jerky.
Well, that's why you got Toad.
Frank's like, yeah, I think what Yorick's saying is you're not on the menu, so it's easy for you to,
Yeah, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get less lavender soap.
I think you're wrong. I am on the menu.
In what capacity? Okay, we just talked to Plastic McGhoul guy up there for a while, and he never did admit. I'm never gonna get anybody to admit we're chopping dudes up and eating them.
Here's the thing. What he has planned for the women, I'd rather be dead and eaten.
Oh, that's right. He said he would show you. I get it now.
Yeah.
I did think that maybe they were eating the dogs the way that he was sizing Titus up. But I didn't think
if they're not above eating people, they're probably not above eating dogs.
Yeah, I didn't think it was people, though. I just thought it was the dogs. That's why I didn't want Titus near him.
But this is my point. We don't have any evidence. And again, Yorick, that's why I need you to talk to the other men of the society and find out what the fuck is going on.
So far, nobody speaks to me.
That's why you have to ingratiate yourself.
Frank interjects and he's like, also a thing to think about is nobody at the Ark knows anything, and they have those vehicles.
I know. That's why I'm thinking, Frank, you and Gasper go back to the Ark and let them know what's happening here. Let them know that. Just give them what information you have.
No, don't go back and be like, hey, guess what? The key to success is kill all your guys and technology will skyrocket. But just tell them it's not all.
Half of the bosses are men. They're going to understand that this is a bad idea.
But what are they going to do about it?
At least they'll be informed, and they're not going to be sitting ducks. What they can do is fortify the defenses.
They don't know about the buses, at least.
Yeah. They don't know about the technology that they do have here. And the buses that can shoot fire, they need to know about that. That's a threat. So, Frank, I need you and Gasper to go back and let the Ark know. Let them know what we've seen here. And Yorick and I will stay. I'll learn more about their technology and what's going on from the woman's side of things. And Yorick, I need you and Toad. Toad can be your bodyguard and your cover. And Yorick, I need you to talk to the other men, the other givers, to find out what is happening from their side. Because something's not fucking right.
Again, they shot a guy for running towards the door.
Okay, so don't get shot. Don't run towards the door. Toad will be by your side to protect you for these things. Currently, we're still guests. And as far as they know, you belong to Toad.
Toad, you're not going to turn on me.
Toad reaches over and puts her arm around Yorick.
You're not going to turn on me the moment they offer you
Pats him on the head. No, I won't turn on you. Scratches him behind the ear. I won't turn on you. No,
he's a good boy.
No. Good boy.
I already had a layer rubbed off.
Titus looks at them and turns his head like,
Okay. I'll figure out what's going on here and try to find proof that confirms that this is hell on earth.
Okay. I would avoid the higher ups. And shit, I don't remember the stalker's name.
Kryn.
Kryn. I would avoid Kryn because she's probably sold on this already. And just put out feelers to the other givers to see what they have to say to you. And I'll try to talk to NAFTA, and hopefully she'll, possibly spill some beans about what's going here. And maybe I can find out some more by just helping doing gearhead things.
Yeah, okay, that's great. But don't go down there and get all distracted by electricity and buses and cars and stuff and forget them,
You guys hear a knock at the door.
Hello?
The door kind of pushes open a little bit, and it's Kryn. It's like, are you all finding the accommodation suitable?
Oh yeah, it's really nice. This is actually a really nice room. Thank you.
Yeah. If you need anything, I'm down the hall a little ways.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, have a good evening.
Thank you so much.
And she closes the door. Continues down the hall.
Gasper's sitting there like hugging Titus. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay. So, Gasper, Frank, would you guys leave in the morning, or would you wait a day or two?
I'll go whenever he wants to go. I like the idea of getting out of here, but there's going to be a long walk.
Are they going to let us out of here?
That's another thing.
Well,
Well, what? Says Frank.
we'll try the diplomatic way first, and if that doesn't go well, we'll have to try different means.
I mean, Gasper and I are both pretty sneaky, so...
That's what I'm thinking. Is if we can get out walking through the gate, that's the best route. If not, by any means necessary.
Wait, what? Don't you think that they would let us go if we say that we're going to go talk to our people and
Look at me. I'm like a big old flank of steak here. Obviously, they're not going to let
No,
me just
you're
walk
not.
out.
You're scrawny.
Excuse me. What?
Come on, Toad. He's not that big, right?
But I mean that's kind of what the whole idea of us coming here in the first place was. We told them that we would come, check it out, and go report back to our people. They think that then we're going to go back and bring a whole bunch more, but maybe we don't do that.
All we have to do is tell them that you're going to take word to our place. Hell, maybe they'll even give you a ride. Or at least part of the way.
Oh, maybe.
But I may not trust that. They might get you out in the zone and take care of you out there. So it might be better if you just kind of go on your own. And then watch your six to make sure they don't come up behind you.
Let me roll a die for where Frank's at on this. Frank is like, honestly, as much as I would hate to be traveling out in the zone at night, I think that sneaking out of here might be the best bet before we can't sneak out of here.
So you want to go right now?
Yeah. I mean, so I understand your, diplomatic route first, and if that doesn't work, then you sneak out. Problem is, if they don't let you go with the diplomatic one, then they got more eyes on you when you try to sneak out.
Fair point.
I saw the last guy I watched trying to sneak out. They shot him.
He wasn't so much sneaking as just running, but yes.
It's true.
And if they ask where you guys went, we can play ignorant that it's a problem that you're not here anymore.
Or just tell them that we left and went back to the other arc.
Right. Because where we live, people are freely allowed to move as they see fit.
Maybe the people at the gate let us go and didn't know any better.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Gasper, are you ready? All right, are you going to go with Frank is the question. Or are you going to stay here? What are you doing, Gasper?
I'm good with getting out of here and going and warning everybody.
Okay.
We'll have to be here.
Hey, just FYI, I just thought of something. Maybe they burned her crops. They have those flamethrowers.
I mean, the crops are in the arc, so the likelihood of them coming into the arc with buses...
Maybe they threw some of their alcohol over the wall.
I mean, we also have alcohol.
And as much as I don't like the idea of just waiting for them to turn on us, as long as Toad, you got my back here. I mean, if there is one thing I'm good at, it's finding information and finding people that like to talk. And I guess we We really are just kind of speculating, even though, based on all the craziness, boy, it all makes sense that this place is led. I can't even believe I'm saying this. This place is led by a zone ghoul that impregnates their women and eats their men. Did I miss anything, Toad?
That's pretty much where we're at right now.
Man. And I thought hanging out with Stinky Pete was a pain in the ass.
So, Frank, Gasper, are you guys leaving tonight?
It sounded like that's what Frank wanted to do, so we could go and be sneaky in the dark.
Yeah, when the GM rolled the die to see what my preference would be, that's what it ended up coming up with.
Frank was like, fuck this place, I'm out.
Frank's like, honestly, I think we all should sneak out, but I also feel like Gasper and I probably have the best chance of sneaking out, just the two of us.
Yeah, no doubt.
Even with the dog. And good
To be fair, Frank
luck.
and I have the same opinion in all of these matters. I just don't know.
Like, Frank's like, we could all sneak out and get the fuck out of here, and I'd be totally okay with that. But if y'all want to stick around and, gather some more information, I think we got all the information we need.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, no bueno. I'm already in a cult. I don't need another one.
I don't need cult competition.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I know how this plays out.
Start lighting the sky doesn't turn you into a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Do you really think that they'll attack us, or do you think that they just try to trick people into coming here?
I think they try one and then the other.
I think 50% of everything born here is a meal, so it kind of works out.
I mean, they're probably going after the full-grown ones first and wait until the other ones get more meat on them.
Good thing you're kind of small, York.
Yeah, but he's not getting any more meat on them.
Decent enough for... Never mind. Why am I trying to get myself eaten?
Toad's like, Yurik, if anyone starts offering you candy, don't take it.
They're trying to fatten me up. Also, so that food was really good. Now I'm conflicted. Now I'm mad at myself.
I wouldn't like it either way, human or dog.
So Frank and Gasper are going to sneak out. Toad and Yurik and Demeter are going to stick around and try to gather information.
Yep. Yep.
That's the plan. That's what we're doing.
Yep. Intel and Descent is where we're at.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. All right. So Frank's like, yeah, well, if we're going to be heading out, I mean, I think we'll probably wait till later in the night when as many people are sleeping as possible. They have that spotlight out front. So
I was just going to say that. They got that big bright light.
Yeah. But I mean, as long as we could time it to, if they got it pointed in one direction away from us.
I got you. We can be sneaky.
Yeah. I'm sure that, Game Master is going to make it just like a roll to see how well you guys sneak out. Because that's the kind of the thing. And it'll probably also be a move roll for us to climb over that fence. Because that just makes sense. So it'll probably be 2 rolls. One for sneaky and one for climbing.
Sneaky, and climby.
Well, your move is okay, though, right, Chris? Because yours is still agility-based anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Move is 6.
All right, so Frank starts, kind of gathering up his stuff so that, he'll be ready to go when it's time.
Titus, we're gonna go back to our ark. We're gonna go home. That sound good? They won't eat you there.
Well,
I think these guys want to eat you.
Toad says if they get hungry enough, they will.
They gotta eat.
she's not wrong.
I mean, there are other dogs. We could eat those ones first. But this one's so well fed.
Nobody's eating Titus.
Yet.
I will shoot somebody with the nice new gun that I got. Thank you, Demeter.
Yeah, don't break that.
I'll try.
All right, so some time passes, and it's later in the night, and we could see that the whole, this arc has kind of quieted down a little bit, and Frank's been kind of like peeking out, whatever window or, the door, just kind of gauge how busy it is and what your guys' chances are of getting out here. And he's like, all right, I think this is probably going to be our best bet, Gasper.
I'm ready whenever you are. I want to get out of here.
All right.
Do we need to, run a distraction or anything?
No. The whole point is we'll do this while they're sleeping. Like, it's fine. We'll just...
The distraction is sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you guys make a distraction, it'll wake more people up. Like, let's just... Yeah. Let them be distracted asleep.
You guys take care of each other and don't get eaten or whatever. I guess Demeter doesn't have to worry about. Demeter and Toad, keep an eye on Yurik.
Well, I mean, if, not making babies, then get eaten. So it could still be Demeter. Well, you ready, Gasper?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Frank kind of turns back to y'all and he's like, good luck.
You too.
Bye, Yurik. Take care of yourself, buddy.
Good luck, and don't forget I'm still here.
We won't. Titus, say bye to everybody.
Shut the fuck up. Shut that fucking dog up.
That was funny. Did it loud.
It was like, I have to do it loud now.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. All right, so we see Frank and Gasper and Titus sneaking out the door, down the hall. They make it out to the open area, and we see the fence some ways away, and we see that spotlight slowly panning across out there. And on the building, you can see a couple lights here and there where it kind of flickers. So there's electricity, but it's like there's an inconsistent voltage or amperage.
Both.
Both. When you guys figure out the generator thing, you'll understand why. Anyway, so the lights kind of flicker every once in a while, and it's kind of bzz, bzz. We see Frank looking at us like, all right, you ready, Gasper?
Yep, you tell me when.
All right. 1, 2, 3. And he starts to head out. All right, now we're going to roll sneak. So we'll roll sneak, and then we'll roll move.
I got two successes and 2 ones.
What are the ones on?
Base.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't know how we got the exact same roll. I got 2 successes and 2 ones on base dice also. Yeah, I'm not pushing that.
No.
All right.
Do you want me to roll for Titus or no?
Nah, I'll just say that that's the same roll for you guys. I'll just roll it together.
And plus he's a dog. Him running around wouldn't be that suspicious, I don't think.
Yeah. No. It's fine. Yeah, but if it's like it draws attention to all y'all, then
Yeah.
either way, I'm not going to worry about it right now. But I'm going to roll their person on watches. See if they notice you guys. Here we go.
Was that Scout?
Well, you don't know what it is.
Well, no. I don't.
You don't know what I'm rolling.
I think he meant
sense emotion.
I think he meant mechanically.
Hey.
All right, so we see Gasper and Frank and Titus go bolting across. And they kind of like duck behind, a little building. And they actually end up back behind that shower building where you guys at first come in and, pause there for a second and then continue the rest of the way. We see people up on the parapet, on the wall, kind of like looking out, and Frank's kind of trying to pick a spot between where they have guards posted. And he's like, all right. Then you guys get up right next to the wall. He's like, all right, you ready to go up and over?
Yeah, just say when.
All right. It's a move roll now, so this will be the roll to get up and over the wall.
Do I have to, I'm assuming Titus can jump.
Titus can jump. Yeah, it's fine. He can do one of those cool dog moves. Didn't you have an ability where you could roll
for
using the dog's move instead of yours?
I think his move and my move are the same.
No, but I thought you had an ability that let you use a different skill instead.
Hold on.
Or something.
Yeah, but I think that's for... okay. It's for something else, if I remember correctly. It's like he can endure for you.
Oh, maybe it was endure. Maybe that's what it was. I thought you had a skill that went in a direction like that. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it was endure.
Damn it. I was just there on...
It was one of your talents, wasn't it?
Well, like the sick a dog one, but...
Your dog, Mutant's best friend. Your dog can get you out of any trouble. It can help you endure and move. Your sick a dog skill level instead of your skills, and the dog's attribute score, strength, and agility, respectively. You can push the rolls normally. Any traumas suffered by your dog instead of you, but you don't get any mutation points for ones. If your dog dies, you keep the talent for your next round.
Yeah.
So
it's
theoretically, if your sick a dog one's higher, you could use it for this instead.
It's the same.
Oh, okay. Well then, it's irrelevant.
Because you use your wits on sick a dog.
No. Yeah, you missed everything I just said.
No. Hold on. Go ahead.
You use your sick a dog skill level instead of these skills, and the dog's attribute score, strength, and agility, respectively. So it would be the dog's agility.
So it would actually be 9.
Yeah.
What page is that
Did you say
on?
9?
I've used this. Yeah, because his agility is 6.
It's called Mutant's Best Friend. It's on page 65 of the hard copy, which would be 69 of the PDF.
Yep.
On the very top left.
Nice.
Welcome.
That's a good one.
Appreciate that. Aha.
I was about to say, I thought that would be better than whatever you have.
Yeah, I guess I was only thinking it was for endure. I didn't think it had move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's why it says strength or agility, respectively. So like you would use the agility one for your dog, whatever that is, and
Move.
then your sick a dog skill level. So it's basically you and your dog helping each other out, getting
And
up over the wall.
his agility is 6, so that, and my sick a dog is 3, so that's 9.
Yep.
Okay.
That's probably way better than your regular base move, huh?
Which is 6.
Yeah.
There you go.
One, two, three. 3 successes, 2 ones.
All right. So I'm assuming that means you're not pushing it.
Yeah. I think for narrative purposes, I like the idea of Gasper on like hands and knees and Titus jumping over his back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with it. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Yeah. So you go up, you and the dog, and you see Frank kind of like give you guys a boost, and he kind of goes up over the wall, and we see the two of you drop to the ground, and then Frank drops down right after you. But when he hits, he kind of like and like takes a little bit of a tumble.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Let's go. Move. And then we see the two of you guys headed out into the night, and we see that spotlight zooming around, but they seem to have not seen you.
Noise.
All right, we cut back into the room, and we see you guys. Demeter and Toad and Uric.
So what are we going to eat while we're here now? Am I going to have to pretend I don't know what this is?
Yeah, nobody really brought that up, says Toad. That wasn't part of this discussion originally, was it?
No. All right, so Toad and I will blend in and find information, and you will do gearhead things.
Yeah.
Do we have a time frame or a timetable?
We don't. What we'll do is we'll check in with each other every 12 hours. Does that sound all right?
So, before bed and after? I mean, when we wake up and before bed?
Twice a day. Really just twice a day. So we'll check in the morning and in the evening. After 24 hours, if we haven't made contact with each other, leave.
Do you want me to leave you here?
If you haven't made contact with me in 24 hours, make plans to leave. And execute them as soon as possible.
Like, Toad says, like, execute them as soon as possible?
Well, no, that's do the plan as soon as possible. So after 24 hours, make a plan, then do the plan.
And the plan's to leave?
Yes. I mean,
how are we getting back without a stalker?
Do you know how to drive a bus?
quickly. I suggest quickly. Because if I don't hear back from you in 24 hours, I'm going to leave. And I'm going to do my damn best to get home. So I suggest we just take the risk. Because we know what's here. Or have a good idea. The zone is always unpredictable. You might have a good chance of making it home through the zone. You might not. But you gotta at least try, right?
Yeah, I mean, it beats being eaten.
See, yeah, he's stuck on the eaten one, right?
Yeah. You tend to not get past that very often. I'm going to bed. This day.
Yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah, and it's super fucking late. Before too long, it'll be morning.
All I know is that after Abazaba went missing, I promised I would kill every fucking zone ghoul I could find. And Demeter goes and lays down to sleep.
We see Toad kind of make a little bed for herself and near the door with the hopes that if somebody opens the door, they'll bump it into her and wake her up. Derek?
I'm just laying down.
All right.
I assume there's a bed. There's beds, right?
No.
Oh, I thought we were in a bedroom.
I mean, you're in
It's a room.
It's just a room. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this was like an old office building. There's places where you could sleep.
I'm going to choose not to spoon with Toad.
Okay. We see the three of you all kind of hunker down for the night. We cut out to Gasper and Frank trying to make their way through the zone. And they're headed towards the east, first of all. I'm going to need to make... Do I need to... Hold on.
Making your way through the zone today takes everything that you got.
Copy. No. Do I want to? We'll use the one on the map, Chris, that you and I are on for where we are, and then we'll use the one for, yeah. So you're going to be over on this map while everybody else is on the other one.
Sorry, that's why I feel.
Oh, no, it's fine. I've got both things open. I already did that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got the marker where this one is of the building where y'all are on that bottom left-hand corner.
Yep.
Right, that's where y'all are sleeping. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got where Chris and Frank are, which is moving one zone to the east. So you guys had one sector, not zone, one sector to the east. I'm going to roll Frank's now slightly depleted find a path because he kind of hurt himself coming over to the fence because I had to push the roll and he took a little bit of exhaustion from it. So
Rolled his ankle.
yeah, I rolled one. There was at minimum 1-1 in that roll.
I meant rolled an ankle.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying, mechanically speaking, I rolled
gotcha.
at least 1-1 and when I pushed the roll. I'm not pushing this for that reason too, because I'm fearful that I'm going to roll another one. And I don't got a lot of yellow dice left. Not as many as I started with. All right, so you all are moving, and you had that one zone to the east. This is like an old derelict industrial area where, as you're going along, there's this large cylinder-shaped metal building that has a narrow staircase winding its way around the outside wall of it, all the way to the top. And
Like a silo?
yeah, something sort of similar shape to that, but it's a large cylinder with stairs going around the outside of it. But he's like, no, just keep moving. And this was the one that you guys had driven through where it was raining, like really, really hard at that time. And actually, I think I probably am gonna... Yeah, I am gonna push the roll. No? Okay. Doesn't matter. So you guys are moving along. And it takes some time because it's dark. It actually ends up taking like double the amount of time to make your way through this than it normally does because it's dark. And as you're going, you start to not feel well. Chris.
Rot?
Yeah. You and Frank both are going to be taking at least 1 point of rot.
You also have a rot suit now.
Yep. And so does Frank. So we're going to roll that. Do you remember what the rot suit thing was, Jeremy?
It's a +3. It's a +3 gear bonus.
For both of them?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
+3 is regular. I don't know what Frank's was.
Yeah. Oh, no, Frank didn't have one. That's the problem. Okay.
Didn't somebody have the fancy schmancy one, or is that Demeter?
Toad has a rot suit.
Wasn't there one that was like better?
Yeah, with the gas mask. And that got turned in. Yeah. And actually, so it's going to end up being 2 points of rot is what you all are going to take. Because of the rot level here.
Even with the rot suit?
Well, it's going to be 2 points of rot that we'll roll the dice for, right? And then the rot suit has its own thing, so you roll those 3 dice for the rot suit. So that's how that works. The dice are still rolled. It's just that's how it works. So I'm going to roll the first rot point for you, Chris, and then you roll the rot suit. It's 3 dice. 3 gear dice. Yep. Gear dice.
They're all the same.
Yep. They're not all the same. Because the ones.
2, 3, 4.
All right. You're fine so far because I rolled. Wait, 2, 3, 4. How the fuck does rot work again? I think I'm doing it wrong. I know I roll for the rot, right? Zone travel.
Yeah, it's an opposed roll. So the rot rolls, and then the rot suit rolls against it to counteract it.
Yeah, and it's only a point if... Yeah. Okay. And then one more roll for the rot, and then another rot suit, because it was 2 points of rot, so we'll roll for each. Because it'd be boop, and then boop. This is because it takes double the time to make it through this darkened area.
I got A1.
Okay. All right, yours are both fine. Okay. As you're going, Frank's kind of like, hold up. Do you see that over here? You hear that noise?
You sound like water?
No.
What?
And like, he kind of points over and you see this like, on some of the like derelict building, there's this strange shape on it that doesn't look like the remains of a man-made something. Like, it looks more natural, but it's this large like not really a cone, I guess, but you know, this massive like cylindrical almost, but kind of droopy thing like hanging off the side of this building and like attached to the wall. And you hear this like faint like
What is that?
like buzzing sound. He's like, those are zone wasps. Just watch where you step to, because they also burrow in the ground. And if you step on one, it'll attract the others.
And they spread rot?
I mean, I don't know if they spread rot so much as like they'll fuck you up.
Okay.
Just watch where you step, okay?
Titus, be careful.
If you feel anything squishy, fucking don't step hard. Because they're attracted to the sense of their dead. And if it gets on you...
Gasper is like exaggeratingly going slow.
like, big like knee, like high stepping.
Yeah, and then like on tippy toes.
Yeah, and we see them walking in the dark like that. And then the sun starts to come up and y'all are still making your way through that. We're going to do one more zone. I'm going to roll his find a path. One success. So you guys move another sector to the east. What do you think, Chris? Should I push it or not? I only got one success.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm usually not a pusher either.
Yeah, but this is somebody else's stuff, and you'll just be like without a stalker.
It'll make it worse for me if we don't have him, but...
Yeah. Woo! Good call, Chris. 4 successes.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I had 1 to start with, but that 1 is just, we avoid the danger. 3 like, those extra 3 successes means that, like, all right. So with the find a path skill, hold on, let me get back to that. Because there's, like, different options on what it can mean.
56 in the PDF.
Yeah, I was, like, 1 page away from it. All right. So, extra successes. We could find an artifact. You can assess the general level of the rot in this next sector. You could find D6 bullets. You could find D6 rations of grub. We could find D6 rations of rot-free water. The exploration of the sector only takes half the time, or 1 success would be we could rush through it in a quarter of the time, which would be 1 hour, making our way through. What do you think?
How many extra do we get? Is that 3
I got
extra?
3 extra. Yeah. But we can't rush through in an hour and do the other thing. So the best we could do is half the time, 2 hours, and then get some other stuff.
Bullets.
Assess the rot half the time, and...
I could use some bullets.
It's up to you. What do you want to do? Since you're the only one with him, it's your call.
Yeah, the 3 that we just said. So half the time, assess the rot, and see if
bullets.
we can
All
find
right.
bullets.
All right, so the rot level is strong in this one. Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
So does that change it any? That means with 1 hour, we're going to take a point of rot. So that means if we go through in half the time in 2 hours, we're going to take 2 points of rot.
Can we change direction to...
Oh, shit. That means you still take those rot points, but it hasn't affected us, right? Is that how that works?
They become temporary?
Yeah, they're still temporary, but you don't take damage from them. The successes negate them. But you didn't get any successes on your second roll, right, Chris? Just on the first one?
The first one, I got nothing. I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 4. And the second one, I rolled a 1, a 5, and a 4.
Yeah. So that means you still take the rot point, but we don't take damage from it. So you still take two rot points.
But they're temporary.
Right. But that means when we roll now, you roll those 2 temporary ones with these other ones. So we might actually be better off rushing through this one, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
1 point per hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out
So
of
we'll
there,
only
man.
take 1 more point of rot. All right. So here we go. Roll for your rot suit.
3, 4, 5.
Well, a success just negates a success from the rot, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm rereading it now. Let me see. Typically, they provide a protection rating of 3 against the rot. This means you get to roll 3 gear dice every time you suffer a rot point. If you roll 1 or more 6s, the suit absorbs the rot point.
Yeah, that means you wouldn't even get the rot point. Yeah.
But for every bane you roll, the protection rating decreases 1 step.
Oh, so that means your protection rating went down by 1 on that last one. Yeah.
So I should only be rolling 2.
2 die.
Yeah.
The suit can be repaired just like any other piece of gear.
So yeah, I say we're rushing through it, and it's only 1 point of rot.
Okay.
All right, so you got 1 point of rot, or another point of rot, so that should be 3 total. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, shit, I forgot to roll more dice. All right.
So how many of your extra successes does that use? All of them, or 2?
Well, you got to roll your. I got to roll 3. How many rot points do you have with this one that you're taking right now?
3.
Where are you at? 3? Okay, I didn't roll 3 dice for you. I rolled no successes. So, but did you get a success?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then you still take that point of rot. Is the point?
Yeah,
it's not doing damage to you. You're just taking the rot.
I've got 3 now. I'm talking about the extra rolls or the extra things you got for your find a path. Now that we're rushing through the zone, does that use up all those extra rolls?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So we'll rush through in an hour and not get bullets, basically.
Okay.
But we know the rot, it used up 2 of them because it was like, shit, the rot's really high here too. Fucking go, and then get the fuck out of there. So, how many points of rot do you got right now, Chris?
3.
Yeah, that's what I got too. That's fun. All right.
So, does that affect everything?
No, it just means when we roll again for rot, you add in those temporary
3
ones with whatever. Yeah, so next time you'll roll. When you take another one, you'll roll 4 dice, or I'll roll 4 dice against it. But we're both pretty lucky. I haven't rolled any successes for the rot yet. So we see them and they're going through this. He was like, "Shit, we need to move faster. This is, this area's really high in rot." And it's another one, that ash desert you guys have gone through before, and you're going fucking moving quick, and we see them go by this metal sign that's just like in the middle of this ash desert, and it's got radioactive symbol on it. And Frank's like, move, we gotta go quick.
What's that symbol mean?
Means rot. We see them moving along.
trying to figure out I know we've dealt with this a million times, but the rot thing is, so even if you don't roll a success for the rot, we still take rot.
Yes, you still take the point of rot, but
It's
you don't
just not
take
permanent.
damage.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? No, that's tomorrow problem.
Hold on. I have the page right here.
Yeah, Jeremy.
So, effects of the rot. Every time you suffer a rot point, you must immediately roll a number of base dice equal to your total amount of rot points. For every biohazard, you suffer 1 point of damage, trauma to strength. Now, decontamination. You get back to the arc. The shorthand is if you wash yourself in water, you can lose up to half of your rot points rounded up, temporary ones, and they go away immediately. Now, permanent rot points. When you are contaminated by the rot, there is a risk that you will stay in your body forever. Every time you are about to lose 1 rot point, roll 1 base die. If you roll a success, the rot point stays and becomes permanent. Mark this on your character sheet. Permanent rot points stay with you the rest of your life. No matter how hard you scrub yourself, permanent rot points cannot be used by the rot eater mutation.
That's actually if you roll a 1.
And,
It's got the little symbol for the biohazard.
Oh, is that the...
Yeah, that's the base die biohazard.
Oh, you're right. It's the it's the 1. You're right. If you roll a 1, yeah. But let me see. Decontamination. When you are back in the Ark or take refuge in somewhere that is rot-free area, 1 rot point will leave your body every day. That's a temporary rot. If you wash your body in clean water, half your rot points rounded up go away immediately. You only get this effect from your first wash on returning to the Ark. So if you get back to the Ark and you've got 3 temporary rot, they go away in 3 days. So each day you roll to see if it becomes permanent.
And if you wash, you get rid of 2 of them because it rounds up.
Yeah. If you wash in clean water immediately, yes.
Yeah.
We can take a bath. Yeah, I found it. It's page 126.
Yeah, and I was rolling the rot over here because it's more scary that way.
Yeah, no, I got you. I just wanted to
In general,
understand
rot's pretty scary.
the take rot, what's permanent rot, and how.
Yeah. When it's permanent is later. You find that out. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything you get immediately is temporary. It becomes permanent when you roll for it later.
But also, if you start getting sick from it too, it's bad because then it's like now you take a point of damage.
Oh, yeah.